Arshad Warsi is my most favorite co-actor till date. You know, we've all seen his genius. We know how amazing he is. Everyone talks about him. Yeah, his body of work speaks for him. Good content always works.
True.
Whether it's TV, whether it's OTT, whether it's films.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
We have some big names from TV as well.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of big names. I mean, some guys are doing really well, and there's some shows which are doing really well on TV as well.
Right.
So, let's see where life goes.
An overrated actor according to you?
अभी किसका नाम बहुत है. Just watch Asur. I mean, even the trailer is really nice, but there is a lot more in the show. It's much more bigger, better, intriguing, more mysterious than season 1.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen season 1, go watch season 1 and 2. And I hope you like it. Hi, my name is Gaurav Arora and you're watching me on Mirchi Plus.
Hi, this is Siddharth Shukla from Mirchi Plus, and today I have with me handsome Asur. Gaurav Arora, very warm welcome to Mirchi, Gaurav.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, I want to start with, ek to, congratulations on the show is doing really well.
Yes, it
People
is.
are loving
Thank you.
it.
Yeah.
Fans have their own theories about the plot and the endings and everything.
Yes.
I want to start with asking, when you were doing the first part, did you think it will become so big? Because at that time OTT was there, but not what it is right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, like you said, Asur was one of the first few shows which during lockdown that paved the way for OTT in a big way.
Right.
Because not a lot of people were hooked onto it earlier. But yeah. So when I actually, first season, when I met the makers of it, I read, like they just told me like first 5 minutes of the show, and while they were saying, I said, I'm doing this show.
Okay.
I mean, they said, Abhin, your character is not yet here. I said, I'm doing this show because you don't really see this kind of writing in India.
Right.
I feel it's very novelish, it's very, you know, it's very, it's very international, but it's got that very strong Indian mythological flavor to it.
Yeah.
And it's a thriller. So, on the sets, everyone used to say that, you know, we have a winner and, you know, we'll do this and that. And I used to wonder, really, I mean, like, you know, they're so confident about it. And I am my biggest critic. So I used to still, I mean, you know, I was like, okay. I mean, it's good to be so optimistic, but yeah. But then it actually did wonders.
Yeah, it really did.
So yeah.
And season 2, like I was mentioning before, usually we don't see season 2 as good as season 1, but this one is really nice.
Yeah, I mean, there's this thing called na curse of season 2. For a lot of biggest series, season 2 hasn't really worked.
Yeah.
But I know, I mean, when I read the season 2 of it, I know this is going to be bigger and better.
Yeah.
In terms of writing, firstly, I think writing is the strength of a show.
Right.
And yeah, and when we went on the sets, I mean, we realized on the day 1 itself that it's going to be huge in terms of scale.
Right.
It's much bigger than season 1. It's in terms of writing, it's much more interesting, more intriguing, more mysterious. So yeah, I mean,
the whole concept of Kali Yuga is here, na?
Yes, I mean, we're living in the times of Kali Yuga. So yeah.
So like you said, you know, you said yes, ekdam, you know, pura character aane se pehle. But of course, you might have gotten the narration of the character. What is it that was in your character, Kesar Bharadwaj, that really appealed to you? You were like, wow, abhi maine haan to kar diya hai, but character bhi mujhe, you know, acha hi mila hai.
See, what happens is, I feel, like I said, the writing is the biggest strength of the show. And having said that, I would like to give full credit to the writers of the show, because what happens is I mean, in general, they create something out of nothing.
Right.
You know, we as actors, or any of the technicians on the set, the director, actors, you know, music, BGM people, they get something to work upon, which is the script. But writers, they create something out of nothing. So, I mean, when I actually read it, I was just blown away by the writing of it.
Yeah.
So, it's important to be a part of something like this.
Wow.
You know,
it also makes actors' life easy, sorry, yeah.
I mean, it actually, not really, because it's a very complex character.
Of course, yeah.
But you just want to be associated with good stuff, you know, you want to be associated with creative minds.
Right.
So yeah, man, I mean, it was amazing for me.
Wow. So, how was it working with, you know, Arshad Warsi and Baroni?
Arshad Warsi is my most favorite co-actor till date. You know, we've all seen his genius. We know how amazing he is. Everyone talks about him. Yeah, his body of work speaks for him. But when you're there on the set, under the spotlight, between that action and cut, just the two of you giving a shot,
Yeah.
That is
yeah.
when you get to experience that.
Right.
And you know, he is like the most like he's the funniest person on the set. He's gonna crack jokes, he's gonna like you make you laugh, and within like next 30 seconds he's giving a serious shot. So I mean there was a lot to learn from him, and I'm so happy that yeah, I mean I actually worked with this entire like Barun, such a humble, hardworking guy, and like a fantastic actor again. Yeah.
Right. Amazing. Gaurav, you started with, I don't know if I should have started, but yeah, modeling was one of the first things that you did, or I think the first thing you won a pageant, as in you were placed in the top positions, and then, you know, there's this saying called, not saying, but what do I say? It's the stereotype that models can't act. What do you have to say about it? Because here we have you and several other models. They're doing some really amazing work, you know, and not just Kesar Bharadwaj, your earlier characters, Mushroom, was, you know, people loved it.
It loved, a lot of love.
Yeah, what do you have to say on that?
So basically, you know what happened, so I come from a very small town in MP. Okay, so while I was growing up, I always wanted to become an actor.
Okay.
And I mean, you know, coming from a smaller town, you don't really, you don't understand how things work here.
Yeah.
So I saw all these models get into films, like Arjun, Dino, John, you know, Aishwarya, Priyanka. So I thought probably this is the only way how I can make it.
Right.
So I came to Bombay with that headspace. First I'll become a model, and then I'll make my way into films. And that is exactly what I was doing. But then by the time I reached that level of meeting film people and, you know, trying to get into films, perception change ho gaya tha, like you said.
Which is good,
Models can't act.
Yeah.
So that, at that point of time, it did backfire.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, but again, you know, you have to keep breaking perceptions. Yeah.
But do you think OTT is helping now?
See, OTT is helping everyone.
Yeah.
Because everyone who's creative in terms of, you know, writers of the show, like directors, writers, composers, actors.
Yeah.
Because earlier I used to feel that, you know, that in India there was only television and there was films.
Yeah.
So there was this gap in between, like audience.
Separate audience.
You can't watch films every day.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean only Friday a film will release, and if it does well, you'll go and watch it.
Yeah.
But TV, not everyone's watching. So there's this big gap in between.
Right.
I think that void OTT has fulfilled. So I mean, yeah, it's good for audience as well. Yeah.
Nice, but you know, okay, so you don't belong, like you said, you don't belong to the industry. Are there any specific? Because we all know, if you want to break, what's the first wall to break? You know, as an outsider, when you have, like you said, you started modeling, but still there are challenges, and it's very well known people do face, because you don't have connections, don't know how to start.
Right.
How did you break that first wall after modeling also?
See, when I was coming to Bombay, I knew that it's going to be a difficult journey.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to blame anyone here for anything, because I knew this is like, that was my first time in Bombay. When I came to Bombay to pursue my dreams, I came to become an actor here, and that was my first time in Bombay.
Okay.
So I knew it's going to be a difficult journey ahead. So first, second, third, fourth, lot of walls you have to break. So, but I think again, it's the best time for all the creative people, because we have so many opportunities.
Right.
I mean, everyone associated with film industry, even you, I would say. I mean, like everyone, we've got so many opportunities now.
Yeah.
So I think we are in the best times. Yeah.
True.
And audience is appreciating, like Asur season 2 doing so well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there were things, there were difficulties, but wahi to na, you get stories to tell later on.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I've had the best time, no complaints at all.
Nice, and like touch wood, you're doing well for yourself, and that brings me to you know, social media plays a big role.
Right.
In terms of reach.
Right.
Visibility, you can say.
Yeah.
But we see you posting really not very much. You're not very active on social media.
You have to, you trust me, I really push myself, because see, I mean, you cannot deny it. It plays a huge role.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot be an ostrich and put your head under the sand and say everything is fine. Social media is the need of the hour. But having said that, I don't know, being judged as an actor on social media, how much sense does it make? Because, you know, fine, you have a lot of followers, but what once you're on under that spotlight again, after action, what do you do? Really matters. I mean, I don't see Arshad bhai doing posting on Instagram. I don't see Barun also doing it. I feel I'm much better than any of them. But again, you even in social media, I think you got to create your own space.
Right.
You know, you have to create your own niche. You need to figure out what works for you, and at times, being too available can also backfire.
Right.
So, I mean,
very accessible.
But you're absolutely right, Siddharth. I need to be more out there, and I'll point taken and I'll do that.
I'm sure, you know, all your fans and people who follow you on social media, they'll be very happy.
I'll be doing it. Trust me, I'll make a lot more effort.
So Gaurav, when we all come from, tier 2, tier 3 cities, and we try to make big in, tier 1 cities. Like you said, you always wanted to be an actor, and especially, in India, when we don't belong to tier 1 cities, there is always a fear, which family and extended relatives have, ke pata nahi kya hoga, kaise hoga. Did you get that? And how do you react now when they reach out to you back now?
See, I would say that my biggest strength in my life is my mom, dad.
Wow.
So for this, it wouldn't have been possible without their support. Like I was sent to a boarding school when I was in class 3rd, like 7 years old.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, they were always, they wanted me to go little that extra mile, and they were ready to support me no matter what.
Yeah.
So coming to Bombay, it was the first time I actually discussed with them. It was like a shocker for them. And they were like, अरे यार बचपन से देखो बाहर पढ़ाया है, इतनी मेहनत की है, इतने सपने देखे हैं, देखो एक्टर बनना है. So but then थोड़ी बात हुई हम लोगों की, and once I spoke my heart out, and they understood.
Yeah.
So they've really supported me, and now when I go back home, there are a lot of relatives,
Yeah.
जो they used to say कि ये क्या ही कर रहा है. अच्छा, so they used to say when I used to model, so they used to say कि okay, what do you do like in Bombay? I model. अच्छा, but काम क्या करते हो? I said okay. But anyway, we all have those stories,
Right. Nice. So, anything, okay, so there are many amazing characters in Asur.
Right.
Is there any other character that, tempted you, like, ये भी बहुत अच्छा है?
All of them actually, all of them. Like DJ, the character that Arshad bhai has played, or Nikhil, Barun, the one that Barun has played. But for some reason, I think antagonists, like anti-heroes or negative characters, they have a lot more fun. I think there's a lot more
to play
around, and I don't know, it's more fun, you know. It's just more fun.
Yeah.
You can bring out that
that maybe we can't do in the real life.
Yeah, I mean that, it's actually fun. So, I mean, if you keep doing that, it'll become boring.
Of course.
So it was first for me, so I really enjoyed doing it.
Yeah. And you've played diverse characters, because I remember watching your first film also. It was Love Games, right?
Right. Yeah.
That was completely playful, and then many other Ishq you did, and Asur you did, and
So this was one of the most, this was, I think, the only negative character.
Yeah.
But I would love to play more, I would love to explore this
more
space.
grey area.
I think we are all grey, right?
Right.
So that anti-hero, I think, is more fun, I would say, personally,
Nice. So before I move on to my next segment, I want to ask, what are you working on next after Asur? What is it that we are going to see you in?
So I've signed. There's another series that I've just signed. It's been like 10 days or so, and we'll start shooting during monsoons. I think in July. That's what they're saying. I don't know how we'll shoot in monsoon, but I think I don't know if I can talk about it right now because it's just very recent. They still haven't locked the entire cast.
Got it. Has it ever happened that you hear a script and you hear a narration and you don't like it, and you pretend to stay awake?
Many times. Like after those films, so those films didn't do well. I mean, it's no secret. It didn't do well at all. I mean, I can say they were disasters. But after that, the films that came to me, so a lot of, like I said, no to 21 films, around 21 films. So they were very in similar space. Like you're trying to yawn in between, and it's not working for you. But you say nice, nice, and then you come back and then you figure out how to say a no, because at times there are a lot of big names associated with it. But it's not the content that you want to do.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And especially when those films didn't do well, there's this. I think you take that pressure. Not necessarily everyone around you is assuming that, but you obviously take that pressure upon. So yeah.
Have you ever considered, actually there are two questions I want before actually moving on to next segment. Have you ever considered doing TV?
See, there's nothing wrong in doing TV.
Yeah.
Okay. There is, I think, the biggest audience that's watching TV compared to OTT or films. There's a much bigger audience in India. But somewhere at this point of time, I'm not able to connect to the content that has come to me regarding TV. So I have been a little apprehensive, but you never know. If something good comes, see, I feel nowadays it's not anymore ki TV kiya hai. Good content always works.
True.
Whether it's TV, whether it's OTT, whether it's films.
Yeah.
We
have some big names from TV as well.
Yeah. There are a lot of big names. Some guys are doing really well, and there's some shows which are doing really well on TV as well. Right. So let's see where life goes.
Okay. So second, I was talking about does it still happen that if you you are doing projects, OTT, films, I'm sure you might be hearing scripts and all, but I'm talking about big production houses and the top players in the is it still there, it's still for a far-fetched dream or something?
So, see, for me right now at this moment, I feel the next big thing is going to be a lot of small things.
True. That's very well said.
So so see where I'm sitting, I can see Nadiadwala office from here. There's T-Series, there's Dharma. But the thing is that it's your journey. Like I said, when I was coming to Bombay, I knew it's going to be my own journey. So again, next big thing is going to be a lot of small things put together, and you got to make your own path.
Wow, that's really, I think I got my tagline. That's really nice. So, okay, I'll ask you some Asur-based questions. Okay. So first is, these are hypothetical. Okay. So first is, a message you would send to Kesar Bharadwaj if you could text him right now.
I love you, bro.
Nice.
I think, I think he's charismatic, he's charming, and he's not like villainous. He's not like he's addressed you. He's going to say He's going to give you a lot of. He's going to kill you with kindness.
Nice. One mythological creature that you wish existed in real life.
Oh, I think Indian mythology. I don't know if it's mythology or if I think it's real. I believe in all of these. I believe in Mahabharata. I believe in Ramayana, and I think all of these were real things. It's just over a period of time, like thousands of years.
It's history.
It's history for me. So I think it exists anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So if Kesar Bharadwaj has a personal playlist, what songs or any one particular song do you think you would be listening?
Okay, so there's a very good question. So while I was doing season 1, and I was just working on my character, and I was thinking of something. I was working out at the gym, and there's this track that was playing, and suddenly for me it became Kesar Bharadwaj's track.
What song was it?
So this was I think Simon Baker's Plastic, 2014. It's just a track, and every time I would play, I would go out of my vanity. Every time I was getting ready, I would play that track to get into my character. I don't know. It's got nothing to do with
his traits and all.
Nothing to do with. It's just that the pitch of the character. It just, I don't know, I just connected with it.
Somehow it happened.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a nice trivia that we have.
Yeah.
So how does Kesar Bharadwaj, so any personality, similarities and differences you feel between your personality and Kesar's personality?
I am Kesar, just by the way. In every which is, see, what happens is every actor brings their own self on the table.
True.
So
different versions of themselves.
Yeah. And you have this portfolio of emotions, all your experiences in life, and you keep bringing them to. So it's very similar. If you would play, I think you would play it differently.
Right.
So whatever is in Kesar, 90% is me. Beware.
Okay, so if Kesar Bharadwaj had a social media handle, what would it be called? And what bio would he put?
अंत निकट है.
Nice. Yes. And the handle?
Handle would be. Should I have a very cheesy thing came?
You can say that. We all love cheese.
Why don't I should be saying that? But probably one of the captions can be Bolo Zuban Kesari. But that's funny. So handle would be, I think, Kesar Bharadwaj, the name in itself. I think it's a very powerful name.
Right, I love that.
Kesar Bharadwaj, but status can be Ant Nikat hai.
Ant Nikat hai. Nice. Okay, so that's about the Asur question. It's about you.
Right.
Cool. So now it's Gaurav Arora. What do you think are your, do you think your best and worst performances till date?
See, I don't know. I wouldn't say worst performances because I've learned a lot from them.
Right.
अगर वो नहीं होते, तो best success doesn't really teach you much.
Right.
Uh,
Maybe
also,
which you're not satisfied of, maybe.
None. I am not satisfied of any of them.
Like you said, you're self-critic.
Yeah, when we look back, I mean, now I'm very happy with Asur, but when I see season 1, I feel, oh shit, I could have done this, I could have done that.
Right.
You know? So also I wouldn't want to put it on a scale of numbers, like box office numbers.
Right.
Like if a film doesn't do well, doesn't mean that it was your
No,
worst performance.
nothing related to box office.
But
it's
I
about
can
the
say,
creative process.
I can say best. I mean, two characters are very close to my heart, which is Mushroom and Kesar, season 2 especially.
Right.
Yeah. So I had a great time in both of them.
Both of them are really close to many of your fans' hearts also because that Mushroom became really popular and then this Kesar.
Yes.
Of course, it was in season 1, but then, like I said, season 2, because now OTTs also expanded a lot.
Right.
And so this Kesar is becoming big.
Yeah, I mean.
Touch wood. So, who do you think is, according to you, is an underrated actor as of now?
Underrated actor. I think all these underrated, they're doing so well, yeah. I mean, like, I recently saw The Hard and I loved Vijay Verma in it. I think all of them, in fact, even Gulshan was so good.
Yeah.
And, or Soham, his name Soham Shah, right? He was in Tumbad, I mean, amazing.
Yeah.
So I think everyone's getting, like I said, we are in the best times. So everyone's getting their dues now.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, fun fact, I was interviewing someone and he said the same. I was talking about who do you think is really good or underrated. They mentioned the same names.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, an overrated actor according to you?
Overrated actor?
Yes.
Oh God. I think, yeah, who am I to say overrated?
Okay, overrated as in you feel, could have done better.
बहुत.
Yeah.
मतलब सी यार क्या होता है ना किस्मत है आपकी.
Yeah.
So you know अभी किसका नाम बहुत है.
True. Okay, a big movie with a big production house, but not an important character, or a small yet meaty part in a low budget film. Which one would you choose?
Sorry, big movie.
So basically, do you choose a big production house, a big, a big banner, but not very important character which doesn't have participation?
No, nothing, never,
or the
never.
character first.
The other one. Yeah, that's why that's why all of this happened. Like Asur, like Kesar or Mushroom, they were all that. We were all new.
Yeah.
You know, everyone on the set, like this was, I think, Asur 1 was Oni San, who's a director, his first like directorial in terms of, like, he's a big act filmmaker. He's one of the finest directors I've worked with. Or even Broken but Beautiful, like, yeah.
Nice. Your dream director to work with, I'm sure there's a list.
Oh, there's a list.
Yeah, I know. But any top 3 names that come to your head right now?
Top 3 names, Karan Johar, Sanjay Leela Bhansali, and Anurag Kashyap. And Zoya Akhtar. And Mani Ratnam. And Imtiaz Ali.
And the list goes on.
Yeah.
Okay. One lie that you tell very often.
One lie that I tell very often?
Yeah.
I don't really lie, but I'm very lazy.
Okay.
So, I mean, when these plans happen, na ki aaja party karte hain yaar, listen, I'm a little caught up right now. Yeah, that's just because I'm like, I'm lazy to, I mean, if you tell me for work, anything related to work at 4 in the morning, I'll be up on my toes.
Right.
But if I'm not like much of a party person.
Right.
So that is something which I would avoid. So
Right.
yeah, I'm busy, sort of. It's like
And
that.
here I'm lying. I'm busy man right now.
Yeah.
Okay, does casting couch exist?
Absolutely it does.
Okay, do you have any experience or your friends? Like, did you get
No,
any?
I've had experience when I was modeling.
Okay, okay.
But see, what happens is again, no one's gonna cross. I mean, people have, but in my experience, no one crossed the line. I mean, unless you agree, no one's gonna.
Right.
If you don't agree, if you say no, I think
Yeah,
that's what
about
I experience.
Yeah.
When you say a no, they might just try and flirt with you, but they'll back off
Right.
eventually.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Nice. Your favorite actor and actress in India?
Alia. Alia is like my most
Yeah.
favorite actor. And I'd say Ranbir or Ranveer, both of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really good. Nice. Your favorite travel destination?
So I've never been to New Zealand.
Okay. so you
But
want
I
to visit.
really want to go to New Zealand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your bucket list, mate.
Yes, it's like the number one.
Yeah.
Because I think there are a lot of adventure sports and it's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful country. I mean, if you look into it, there are a lot of adventure sports, the best ones. And it's very scenic, it's beautiful. So for me, nature is like the most attractive thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would just
Serene.
go in the nature and
Yeah.
I can be there for like days. Yeah,
Oh, that gives peace and it's more serene.
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Okay, what satisfies Gaurav the most?
Food.
Okay.
I mean, I'm an emotional eater. Happy mood, I'll eat. If I'm not feeling good, I'll eat.
Yeah.
And that too, very Punjabi. I'm a hard cup chai, butter chicken, biryani.
Wow. It doesn't look, by the way.
Oh yeah, it
You
does.
seem to be working really hard on that.
You got to do it.
Yeah. Okay, 3 words to describe Gaurav.
3 words. I think one of my this thing is status on Instagram is Will of Steel. So I would say very endurance. I mean, what do you call that?
Yeah, endurance is the word.
Like probably that will. Yeah. Hardworking, and I have a lot of love to offer. So I mean, just put it in a word.
Come and take love.
Yeah.
Broken but beautiful or Asur?
Okay. Asur.
Nice. Your guilty pleasure?
Food, yeah. Like I overeat.
Yeah. And what's your favorite cheat meal?
Butter chicken. Because see, what happens is because I don't get to eat it very often.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when I'm actually cheating, like if I really want to have that like वो soul को ना वो trypt कर देती है. आत्मा को trypt कर देता है.
It's like meditation.
Yeah.
One fitness myth according to you that people have?
I mean, I've always felt that don't follow any of these Insta pages or
Yeah.
beauty magazines blindly because there is a lot that goes into it.
Right.
You know, just eat clean.
Yeah.
Don't starve yourself.
Right.
Believe in yourself.
Eat and eat clean.
Eat clean, yeah.
Right.
Don't starve yourself. That's not healthy.
Right.
Yeah.
How would you describe your first kiss experience?
First kiss.
In 3 words. Okay, let me make it more difficult.
It could have been better. I mean, I think first kiss is always in that, na?
Yeah.
थोड़ी सी उसमें हो जाती है वो.
Awkward feeling.
Awkward होती है ना?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gaurav's way to ditch someone during a conversation.
Gaurav's what, sorry?
Way to ditch someone during conversation if you want to leave and you don't find that conversation interesting. How do you
Yeah,
leave
it gets very difficult.
Yeah.
But अब now ना मैं बोल देता हूँ. पका मत
That's
यार.
really nice.
पका मत यार. Because yeah, man.
That's a really actually
Like
what do you
that's
say?
after 10 minutes of going through it or like half an hour of going through that, बोल दो ना पहले.
Right. If you could travel back in time in any era, which era would you choose?
I think like when we were hunters and gatherers, because I think we were like as Homo sapiens we were happiest back then.
Right.
Because कुछ नहीं होता था ना.
It's fine.
Just go for a hunt. You have food. Now chill for 2-3 days. Spend time with your family, friends. Have fun. खाना खत्म हो या go for hunting again. No stress in life.
So true actually. We need
Yeah.
that. If you could ask any celebrity out for a dinner date, who would it be?
So okay, now I really like Sajal Ali. She's a Pakistani actress. At this point, I think she's really. I mean, I have a crush on her recently.
Okay, she's an Indian movie also. No?
She
Mom.
did.
She was in
She
Mom.
did Mom.
Yeah.
I think yeah, but I think she's I
Yeah,
find her
she's-
really good looking.
Nice.
Yeah.
finally, describe your Asur experience in 3 words. Or not 3 words, I won't limit to it because I understand it's
Yeah.
pretty personal. Just describe your Asur 2 experience to be precise.
It was, how would I say, like experience? It was a very fulfilling experience. Because what happens is, as actors, like for me, as an actor, I mean, money has never really been my driving force.
Right.
So when my director come and told me that, I loved your performance, you're amazing in the show, Gaurav, you just, how cool are you?
Yeah.
Like, he kept saying that to me, and that just pat on the back is what you
it's crave
strive
for.
for
Yeah.
as an actor.
Yeah.
So it was very fulfilling, it was challenging, but with all the adulation and the success the show is getting,
Yeah.
it's been an amazing experience.
Amazing, amazing. That was amazing talking to you, Gaurav. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining Mirchi Plus. It was
Thank
a
you
pleasure
so
talking
much.
to you.
Thank you.
Thanks, yeah. Any last message that you have for your fans?
No, yeah, just watch Asur. Even the trailer is really nice, but there is a lot more in the show. It's much more bigger, better, intriguing, more mysterious than season 1.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen season 1, go watch season 1 and 2. And I hope you like it.
Amazing.